the Word Sports Podcast. You already know it's your boy Fresh,
It's your boy Sean.
and welcome to the show. We got a great show for you today. But first thing first, we gotta have a recap of what transpired this past Friday in the NBA world, and social media has been buzzing this whole entire weekend ever since LeBron James dropped that news that he is going to be with the 76ers. And recently, today, actually, Tyrese Maxey went to meet up LeBron and met up with LeBron and worked out with him for the first time since he became a 76er. So, we know about LeBron and him being you going to Philly, and we know about him um, joining that force of the team with Jalen Brown, with VJ Edgecombe, with Tyrese Maxey, and with Joel Embiid. Now, man, now since we already know where LeBron is heading and where he's going, what team he's at, what is the expectation for King James as he's coming to Philadelphia?
The expectation is for him to be a leader of this team. I mean, we got a lot of young superstars on this team. We got a lot of superstars that's in a prime on this team. Um, Bron is by far the most seasoned, the most well known. He's been through everything and that you can think of. He's in. He's 42 years old, or yeah, he's like 42
41.
years old. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
41. He's been through a lot. I mean, he's played 23 seasons.
Mhm.
It's nothing that you can tell Braun that Braun doesn't know. His high IQ is out of this world. So
Right.
his expectation for this team is to lead. Whether that's through his play or mentally just speaking and just getting everybody on the same page, letting everybody know what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing to do. That's his expectation. Was to be who he's always been.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. When LeBron is coming, to this team, he's definitely bringing leadership. He's definitely bringing that championship pedigree that he's been having for years, well, his whole entire career. You know what I mean? So, that being said, what you just said about him and what he's bringing to the table, and now, what is this championship a bust for the 76ers?
You said it's his championship or bust for the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a scenario where it is championship or bust. Looking at this roster, looking at this roster, there's no reason why they shouldn't win a championship, whether it's this year or next year. And honestly, if it's not this year, there's no reason why they shouldn't go far. They is no reason why they shouldn't be in the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion. Like that's the bare minimum this year, Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
So if they're not in the Eastern Conference Finals, it's a fail. Hey Dre, I told him that the other day. I told him that we coming for the record. We coming for that record with this roster. We're coming for the record for sure.
I mean, I mean, right now, I mean, you see Tyrese Maxey out there in the lab in the gym with LeBron already, so he's definitely building that chemistry right now. The
Yeah,
season just
well, the only thing with that, Tyrese and Brian been working out together every year, so that ain't nothing
well,
new.
well, yeah, that ain't nothing new, but this is the first time they working out since their teammates.
No, I know, but I'm saying the chemistry was already there between them two. There's no we already knew chemistry was there.
Well,
Tyrese is part of the reason why Brian came.
all right, yeah, I already said that in the past. Yeah, he was gonna be the
Yeah,
biggest
so
factor of why he came to Philly. What's up, yo, Dre? What's happening, bro? Welcome to the show. They say Curry might leave and go where? And go where? And go where?
yeah, I can't see Curry leaving. I ain't gonna lie.
And where you gonna go? I know he upset you, right? Because LeBron didn't pick the Warriors, but he ain't going nowhere. But I mean, but yeah, though I get what you're saying, though. I'm just ready to see. LeBron going to the gym with Joel Embiid, with Jalen Brown, with VJ Edgecombe. I need to see that. You know what I mean? We need to see that to see how this thing is going to work out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, there's a lot of speculation about, yeah, this is a good fit for LeBron, but it's only one basketball, and people saying that Jalen Brown is a guy that wants the ball and stuff like that, especially coming off the season that he on came off with, him, leading a Boston Celtics team to the second place in the Eastern Conference and literally carry his team like on his shoulders. You know what I mean? You got Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey loves having the ball. You got VJ Edgecombe, and them two is the best backcourt duo in the league right now. One of the best ones in the league. And then you know what I'm saying? And so people saying, how is that going to work out? How is Nick Nurse is going to fix that thing out? And the thing about it is, I don't have nothing to worry about because as long as they able to sacrifice, you know what I mean? I think that's the number one word that they live is sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. You know what I mean? If you don't sacrifice, you're not going to win anything. You're not going to go nowhere. And so I think what LeBron brings to the table is that he's going to have them assists. Them assists is going to go crazy. I ain't going to lie. I think with the assist that he's going to be since he's going to have is going to go skyrise. He's going to be passing the ball. He's going to be doing all that alley oops, all that type of stuff. Um, I've but what? How do you feel about when people talking about, oh, it's not going to work out because Jalen Brown is a ball hog and he wants the ball and stuff like that, and basically saying that Jalen Brown is a selfish type player. You know what I mean? What do you feel about that? You know what I mean? What people saying about this?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're someone one of those people that's saying that Jalen Brown is selfish, then you didn't watch basketball when they won the championship. When they won that championship, they had Drew Holiday, Derek White, Christoph Porzingis, and Jason Tatum in that starting five. All and every single one of those players was putting up numbers during that at
Mm,
that year. So if and Jalen Brown sacrificed the numbers that he put up. This is why when Jason Tatum didn't when he was hurt this year and he made that comment saying this was his favorite season because he was able to really do what he wanted to do. This was why because he been sacrificing. This is not. It's not like Jalen Brown is not known to sacrifice or he has a problem. You never heard Jalen Brown say he had a problem. Even till now, he never wanted to leave the Celtics. He ain't asked to leave the Celtics. They traded him.
mhm, right.
So Jalen Brown being selfish, that's one of the last things that I'm worried about. LeBron James at this point in his career, you know LeBron is not being selfish. He's focused on getting rebounds, getting assists, and putting up points when he has to. Um, Tyrese Maxey is probably one of the most unselfish players that I've ever seen come to Philly. Honestly, as good as Tyrese Maxey is, it's a lot of times where Tyrese Maxey passes up the ball when he should be just dominating scoring. But
Hmm.
because Tyrese is so unselfish, he always passing up the ball. Always. Um, who else do we want to talk about? VJ. VJ is only in year two. VJ is not in that. He's not in that part of his career where he feels to be selfish. He's in that part of his career where he's still learning, where he's still eager to learn. He still wants to. So him learning and him sacrificing, VJ will love that. VJ's, I promise you, VJ's going to thrive in this role right now because right now VJ is that fifth option. He's going to be in a lot of backdoors, and Brian is definitely going to be hitting him on those passes. I'm trying to tell you. And as far as Joel Embiid is in a point where he is not in his prime. You're not gonna see Joel Embiid running full speed up and down the court. So, and this is an offense that is gonna be built off pace. So, again, one of the things Joel Embiid has always wanted is help. That's what he said last year before trading Jared McKean. He said that he loved the team how it was. He didn't want no changes. They made changes anyway. So, well, the pieces we have now, Joel Embiid can really just be on cruise mode and really just do what he got to do. You don't
Hmm.
gotta ask Joel Embiid to do the most. So I don't Joel, especially because Joel Embiid already been said that he's not in a point where he doesn't need to win an MVP. He said it already, so he's already sacrificing. He doesn't need the MVP stats. All he wants to do is to win and get a championship. That's all he wants is to win a championship. So I know Joel Embiid is more than ready to sacrifice. So when it comes to it's one ball, I agree it is one ball, but good basketball players, good basketball teams figure it out. And I think that's the point of having LeBron James. When you have that IQ, it's going to be easy to really spread the ball around. It's going to be easy to listen to someone who knows and will get everyone the ball. So everybody's going to touch that ball. As now it comes to the point where you need to execute every time that you have the ball in your hand. Yes, sir, brother Harris.
D Harris, what's happening, brother? Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the kind of piggyback what you're saying. Not really piggyback, but to give you like the more, diving into more of why Bron, why this is a good thing for the Sixers. I think it's good in all cylinders. I think this is really deeper than just a championship, deeper than just a 2 year deal that he's with the 76ers. I mean, yeah, it's about that. It's about winning the championships, about him and his legacy and stuff like that and all that. But in my opinion, I think it's more deeper than that. You're talking about a guy, LeBron James, that can elevate anybody, whoever he plays with. You look at his whole entire career and who he played with and how he elevated the players that he was around with. Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie. What you call it? Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? Um, just on and on. Let's just go on and on about how much he can help and facilitate, and how because what he was saying in a part of his comment was statement is that I can help build a 76ers to a championship team. You know what I mean? And so when I think about that, I mean that he's gonna give them the tools to like championship tools for them to win, not just now, but from years to come. You know what I mean? Like after he's gone. You know what I mean? You talking about Tyrese Maxey, you talking about VJ Edgecombe, and the both um um when they just drafted PLJ Junior. Then
Oh,
you got Jalen
yeah.
Brown. Yeah, yeah. Then you got Jalen Brown. You know, they are set. I believe that LeBron literally set Philly up for not only success for in the right now, but also in the future. You know what I mean? When you really look and diving into it, and so because they got the squad. I mean, they got a squad, and Jalen Brown is still in the prime of his career, and Maxi and VJ just getting started, and the upcoming star rookie, and so yeah, and so as LeBron coming in and really um helping them building and showing them different things like that, I think they're going to become a lot better in the future. And so what's going to make stars and stuff like that to even not even just that to make other stars or other top prospects wants to come to Philadelphia because LeBron came to Philly. Feel me? So
Mm. Yeah, LBJ
that'll be
first
first.
game triple double. I see
I'm
it.
crying.
I definitely see it.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So um, I know a lot of Sixers fans. We excited about having LeBron to the Sixers. Um, let us know how you feel about LeBron and him being with the Sixers. What do you think the expectation is? What is your expectation for him? We want to know where you stand by it, and how do you feel like he's going to bring to the 76ers team, which always been seem like it's been a hard time to get over that hump that the Sixers been trying to get on the top for about over like 40 years, and see if LeBron uh, can fix that problem or help fix that problem. Let us know in the comments below how you feel about that. And that being said, we're gonna talk to NFL, NBA, NFL. NFL begins, brother. It begins.
Yeah.
It begins. Training camp started. Everything. Everybody is back and ready to keep going. We excited to talk about it, but it's a couple of things that we need to talk about. Um, um, that concern the NFL, and that is Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, this past weekend, he had a terrible car accident. A terrible car accident. Um, um, this past weekend, they said that he was real close of losing losing eyes, losing his eyes in the car accident crash that transpired with him. They said that he's going to be missing a whole lot of time of recovery. Um, and yeah, man, what is your thoughts about Kyle Shanahan and him? You know him and the car accident and how this is going to affect the 49ers, especially when the season is basically here.
Well, first, I'm glad that he's okay. It wasn't as bad as it could have been,
Yeah,
but it's definitely going to be it's a major loss. It's a major loss for the 49ers, especially considering his role. I mean, he's a head coach, and he's also, like, if I'm not mistaken, he's the offensive coordinator. So
hmm
a lot of the stuff that they do on that offense is because of Kyle. And a lot of times we've been talking about is that 49ers offense could be something good. We've talked about how good the 49ers offense could be if none of the players get hurt. We
yeah,
never talked about or considered the fact that the coach get hurt. Not once. So this changes a lot of things. I mean,
yeah,
we don't know who's going to be calling the plays now. You feel me, bro? So I was like, what do you expect of that off with that 49ers offense? And that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, because now it's like that offense is now unpredictable. You don't know what they're gonna call. But at the same time, now it's like, what is the play caller gonna benefit the team? I mean, you do still have all that talent on that offense, so I will find it hard to see you not be able to do it, but you've seen it happen with the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles had terrible play calling, and you've seen what happened to their offense. Couldn't go and do
yeah.
nothing. So if they're in a situation like that, then they will have a horrible season. And maybe if not horrible, they'll make it to the playoffs and be right out.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I feel exactly what you're saying. I think, first of all, I thank God that Kyle Shanahan is fine and he's better, and that it could have been a lot worse. And so I hope that he has a speedy recovery and blessings to him and his family. You know what I mean? Dealing with this terrible time that they're dealing with as a family, and I hope that all is well when it comes to him and his health. His health is the number one thing. But yeah, I think it's a detriment to the whole entire 49ers offense. I mean, you just inquire Mike Evans. Um, you know, um, you just did made moves basically to try to compete in the NFC with teams like Philadelphia, with teams like the Rams. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. I just feel like that. With the 49ers, there's always they can never catch a break. They can never catch a break, or when they try to ascend, there's always something that cross them down. Yeah, like I said, we don't know who's going to be playing do the play calling. It's also a risk. I feel like no matter who is doing the play calling, whether it's good or not, nobody has a mind like Kyle Shanahan. Period. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know how to flip things. You know how to turn things. I mean, the fact that he was as a head coach and an offensive coordinator is crazy. And so it's like, it's definitely a major loss. I don't know. I'm, I'm trying to, see, looking forward to see how this going to affect Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, about Brock Purdy and stuff like that, and how he's going to deal with that. and how he's going to, have to communicate and have to, have to build a new relationship to whoever is going to be the new office OC, or you know what I mean, in that particular time, I guess until Kyle Shanahan returns or he doesn't return at all. Um, yeah, it's just very um, sad. It's very, very, very sad, unfortunate for the 49ers, especially because the 49ers got a great defense. They got a good defense. Fred Warner's coming back. Warner came back from injury and stuff like that. He was getting ready to come back, but they got eliminated in the playoffs. I think they won that game the second round, and he would have made his return. And so yeah, it just it's just a sad thing all the way around. I'm just curious about what the office is going to do. What is it going to look like? And now since Kyle is really out the picture, what they're going to do now? That's when the perseverance comes as a team. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. And so um, yeah, it's kind of. I think the 49ers offense is definitely up in the air this
Mhm.
season for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But also prayers up to him and everything like that. But yeah, let us know how you feel about Kyle Shanahan and his accident and everything like that, and comment on what you feel about what's going to happen with the 49ers and how they're going to move forward and how this is going to affect Brock Purdy um, as they coming into the season, and especially because the season just started now, and so it's like God, you know what I mean? And so it's like they lost their whole entire system. You know what I mean? The palm in their hand. So let us know how you feel about that. I know people in the chat they talking, they're commenting, and we thank y'all for y'all comments, and we appreciate it. And we're gonna continue to keep going. And the top story was also this past weekend was also Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark was um, on the pivot. His first time talking about his first time he spoke out about his getting fired at ESPN, saying a whole lot of stuff. He was saying a whole lot of stuff. I actually watched it, and it was really, really crazy. Saying that he Stephen A. Smith warned him about the certain executive people that was around ESPN because they didn't like him. Also, that they didn't like him because he was talking too much black this or whatever the case may be, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, and then he was definitely crying and emotional because he really loved his job. And um, as we make a recap to about that episode and how he was feeling in that moment of time. Well, what was your take on Ryan Clark and what happened with him?
I
So
feel like what they did to him was wrong. They did him wrong. I mean, like he said, they had no reasoning for firing him. Like it was no reason. They used, I forgot what's the exact term for what they said they did to him by firing all those people, but he
mhm,
wasn't a part of that. That's why he got fired, or they fired him first before they fired everybody else. They fired
right,
him days before we seen news about Cam and all those other guys. Ryan Clark was already fired, so it was like they wanted him out the building for those reasons. And to think about, to say he was too black, like that right there, you can, that's controversy right there. That's controversy. I mean,
yeah,
it made like anybody that's a part of ESPN that's black now is like, you look at them and you be like, dang, like this who you want to represent? This the company that you still want to be a part of? I mean, I don't. If I'm not mistaken, nobody else from ESPN has said anything. Am I right or wrong?
you're
I mean,
right.
Stephen A.
Ain't no
might have
doubt about
said
that.
one thing, but they didn't. They not talking about it. Nothing, not in a major way. Ryan Clark is the only person because it happened to him. So it's messed up. That's all I can really say. It makes me not really want to be a fan of ESPN.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I agree with you 100%. I mean, the stuff that Ryan Clark was saying definitely took them by storm. We talking about because he was too black, and I said, oh, I said that's pump the brakes right there. What you mean he was too black? Huh? What you mean he was too black? Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, last time I checked, Brian Clark has been always been a professional inside and out. Every time he represented ESPN, uh, but obviously it's shown that they already wanted him out. They had a vendetta against him, and they didn't have the balls to really look them straight in the eye and say, "Yo, listen here, we're making a change. Things are not going as well, and we're going to have to let you go. I'm sorry about why we had to let you go, but things are in different direction. I mean, Stephen A. Smith did say, "Oh yeah, watch your back" and all that type of stuff, but in my opinion, I feel like that, and um, it's just terrible how everything came about, and and for him to get fired was like that. It was just unbelievable. And watch, ESPN gonna feel it. They gonna feel it because the effects on him getting fired, and not to mention you host the Super Bowl next year. You know what I mean? Who in the heck is going to who in the heck is going to um um headline on NBA on NFL Live? Everybody want to see Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is one of the best to ever do it. I'm talking about analysts and type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, and definitely goes a whole big flag about ESPN and how they treat people and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I think Ryan Clark needs to sue ESPN. That should be his next step. He should sue ESPN because what they did to him was totally disrespectful, was totally out of pocket, was totally out of hand, and it was not professional at all. This was literally a personal thing that they did because of how they feel and what they didn't like or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna try to sabotage him and everything like that, and and try to backdoor him and everything like that. I know that he was saying that he felt like that he wasn't untouchable or whatever the case may be, or he felt like that he wasn't fired because he felt like that he was doing the best. He was the best of what he was doing, which was his analyst. I mean,
Mm.
of course. I mean, when you analyze, you when you're doing your best work, and when you good at something, you feel what I'm saying? When you're good at real something like that, of course, you're not coming in your mind saying, "I think I should take a step back" or whatever the case may be because what people think. You're just gonna be you. The fact of the matter is, it was just a lot of jealousy, and unfortunately, it was top executive. And the fact that they said that he said on quote unquote he was too black was just totally out of pocket. And I don't know about you.
Yeah.
If I'm Ryan Clark, I'm suing ESPN. Period. Period. Because that's terrible. That's really really terrible what they did to that man. He served where he helped made it to see what it was for 10 years straight. For 10 years straight, brother. You know what I mean? He helped ESPN hosted the Super Bowl this next year. You feel me? And then you gonna do that to him and stuff like that. And my thing is with Stephen A. Smith, I feel like he should have stand up with Ryan Clark more. And the fact that he didn't do that, which definitely gives me an eyebrow on Stephen A. Smith, even though he warned him and stuff like that about executive didn't like him and stuff like that, but ESPN, like Stephen A., you already know the ins and out about everybody. You know what I mean? And so you already know what's right and what's wrong. And if Ryan Clark's supposed to be your guy, it's supposed to be your guy, and you supposed to be standing up and you claiming, oh yeah, this is my guy. You on your podcast saying, oh, it was out of my control and blah 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 and this that, and the third. You are the golden boy on ESPN. Obviously, you got something. You got to wait. You feel what I mean? You got something to say that like, yo, listen here, what you doing to my man's is not right. What you doing to my man's not right. It's disrespectful and it's racist.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but at the same time, I don't think Stephen A has that much pull because, like Carlos said, they probably did that to send a message. They got Ryan Clark out of there to send a message. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, and the program is ESPN. So if they want to replace Stephen A. Smith, then they're gonna do it. I
Oh
see
no,
like a lot of
no, I don't
reports.
see that. I don't
Yes,
see that. No, I don't believe
yes,
that. I don't believe that. Stephen A.
I
Smith,
do.
he's the reason why ESPN is going like that, bro. I mean,
I
you see
mean,
Stephen A. first time.
I think it's a
He had like,
collective. It's a collective of people. They've said it themselves. The next person that's probably next up is Pat McAfee. He's the next guy that could be the face of ESPN. They said Pat McAfee is in tune with more things than Stephen A. Because of his the face that he's a part of college football. So he's a part of a lot of big things as well. They said that Pat McAfee might be the next biggest paid person at ESPN. They've already talked about it, which is
well,
why
he
a lot of
already.
these layoffs are happening.
That, wow. So you gonna lay off guy because to pay Pat McAfee because he's supposed to be the face of ESPN?
Yes,
Yeah, Ryan Clark need to get a lawsuit. That's just
but
my
what
opinion.
he? I don't think he will win.
I think he would. You
I
literally
don't think he
target
will,
his
bro.
job. That's harassment, brother. You literally target his job. You
But how you gonna
literally
prove that?
what? Huh?
I said, how you gonna prove that?
Well, that's him to figure that out. But I'm just saying though. I mean, but the thing about it is like he said he did not know what you call it. He did not know like what was going on because he was too busy on trying to do his own, focus on what he was doing and was working and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Doing, you know, the podcast or whatever the case may be. So I mean, not the podcast, NFL Live. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's just some ain't right on ESPN, and it's just disgusting. You don't let go of a big guy like that, and you talking about that you have all these problems and stuff like that, and you think that you can get away with it because I mean, well now they're getting away with it, but I don't know, man.
Yeah,
In my
I mean,
opinion, I
the
think Ryan.
unfortunate thing about that is, bro, that's part of life. It's gonna that happens every day. It's just not broadcasted. So this is just something that happens every day that's broadcasted in broad day that somebody is speaking about. But Ryan Clark is not the only person who's ever been fired because of racial issues. So him taking him to court is not going to do anything because he's going to lose. That I'm gonna be honest. He's going to lose that case. There's no case he can make besides feelings.
Unless you find other
When it comes to the
people
facts,
that way that ESPN or executive been treating other people, if he can build a case, I mean, him alone, obviously, I don't know. I mean, obviously, he can't win over that, but he can make a strong case if he continue to act on people that had that same type of treatment that what ESPN gave to him. I believe he can definitely make a strong point, a strong case.
I don't know about that one. I think this one of those things that you just gotta you live and you learn.
Live and you learn.
And I told you, it is It's one of those things you live and you learn. You can't. There's some things you can't do anything but learn from the situation.
Learn what? Learn how to not be him by you, not to be yourself. Just doing your
Nah,
job.
not that. Not to be yourself. Just you just now you just know the business. He learned another side of the business.
Well, to me, in my opinion, you know, to be honest with you, I think it was not the NFL Live would not have been relevant without Ryan Clark. You know what I mean?
And that's where I disagree. I
Um,
disagree with you because ESPN is made up from more than just two people.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like with Ryan Clark and what he has done to NFL Live, you know what I mean? I can't speak about Get Up and stuff like that because other people got their own stuff, and they make their own, um, you know, um, you know, their own, what's the word I'm looking for? Their own platform. But I think Ryan
Hmm.
made his own platform, and he contributed in ways that I feel like that it was. I think he was a very valuable person. He was a very valuable
No,
person, and they
I
treated
agree with
him
that,
like
but
he was not. That's just they can you
you
honestly
don't know
agree
that.
on that? They
I
no,
can't
that's
because
what they did.
we don't know how they. I can say off of this situation they didn't treat him right, but we don't know how they treated him throughout the whole time.
I'm not
And
saying I'm not saying down there. I'm talking about now.
okay, right now, yes.
Yeah, right now, he was supposed to be one of the most valuable people and stuff like that, and they dropped him like a bad habit.
Nah, that's the thing. I can't say he. The thing I think what you're saying is a preference because everybody doesn't prefer Ryan Clark. It's not like everybody goes on to watch Ryan Clark. So that's your preference is you like Ryan Clark. That's not the whole world. You feel me? So you can't be
I,
like Ryan Clark
Whether you
is
like
the
him or
main
not,
attraction.
well, whether you like it or not, he
You
does
can't say he's the
bring.
main attraction because you only can speak for yourself.
No, no, I'm
It's
just saying
not a
in
fact that
general.
he's the main attraction.
Whether you like him or not, he brings attraction. He brings attraction, whether you like him or not. Yeah, you know what
I
I mean?
mean,
I
but you can
could be
say
a
that about
fan of him
everybody.
or something like that. Huh?
You can say that about everybody.
No, not really. I mean, I could
Yeah,
name
yes,
a few
really.
people that I feel like that doesn't really bring attraction to ESPN.
Okay, go ahead.
The Bull Bark, the one that just got laid off. I think Cam Newton doesn't either. Um, what you call it? What's
Cam
the
does bring
other?
attraction.
Well, in my opinion, I think he don't.
I know, but that's my whole point is everything is your opinion. It's gonna be preference based. It's all off of whoever the person is preference. Everybody's preference is not Ryan Clark. So
I mean, it's
you
not
can't
Ryan
just say
Clark
he
though,
brings.
but the numbers don't lie. The
You're right.
ratings don't
Cam Newton
lie.
numbers don't lie. You check Cam Newton ratings.
They ain't higher than Ryan. I know it ain't that for a fact.
Oh, you don't know that. You ain't look it up.
Hey, bro, the Cam Newton was only there for like 1 or 2 episodes a year on first
Yeah,
take.
he
He
made the
wasn't
impact
there
every
on a
episode
normal
he was there.
basis. What?
He made an impact every episode he was there. So go
Oh
look up
my
the numbers.
God. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. He was only there for HBCUs events. He was there only for like events like that. Cam Newton wasn't nothing really nobody big.
He was.
No, he wasn't. The only person that was big was Shannon Sharp.
And you wanna know why Cam Newton was big? Cam Newton made all those takes. Remember, he was making all those takes about Jalen Hurts. All those takes blew up, brother. So, those Cam Newton brung traction to ESPN for sure.
Oh, did you hear his comment about it yet about him getting laid off?
Nah,
Oh, yeah, about him kind of getting laid off.
what he say?
He said he'll never work at ESPN ever again.
Okay, well, I mean, well, he probably wasn't anyway because he did get laid off. But yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, because they had their own platform. But I don't know. I feel like that Ryan Clark was doing more and stuff like that. But yeah. I know in your opinion, it goes to show that Nobody's bigger than the system. But you know what I mean? Yeah, the system. You know what I mean? But you know, unless you're a guy, and I ain't gonna go say that. That's gonna make crazy. That's gonna go crazy. That's gonna go crazy. I ain't gonna say that. I'll say that in private. But yeah, I'll say that in private. But I'll say this specific man keep talking, then I'm gonna say it. But you know what I mean? But that's private. But yeah, though. But I'm just saying in general though, like I don't know. It just what they did to him, and the thing that that's what I'm saying. Like even to be on a regular job, just like in a regular job, like if you doing your work and you doing your best, people don't like the way that you're doing it, but you're doing it, getting it right. You're gonna have haters and stuff like that, and they're gonna want you out. I feel like that. With him, it was kind of like the same thing. You know what I mean? It was like probably then people didn't like his style, but he was getting the work done. He was getting the job done. He was doing what he was doing to, I guess, you know, in his way, made attraction for ESPN, and it was working. But like Smith said, that executives didn't like him, and he said, watch your back because people was getting ready to take you out of here. So it was more like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you purposely trying to like take me out and stuff like that, that's a problem. I think, in my opinion. I think what they did with Ryan Clark was definitely uh, uh nasty, trifling, and disgusting. And the fact that he said it was too black, I mean, like, how can you be too black on talking about sports? That don't make no sense whatsoever. But what I'm saying, that don't make no sense whatsoever. But um, but like I said, Ryan he's gonna get back to his feet. He's gonna get back to his feet. I believe he's gonna go like either like those prime time joints. You know what I'm saying? And so, I believe he's gonna go to them prime time. Um, prime time like Thursday or Monday or something like that. But yeah, Carlos, the facts was, and you go and rock the pivot. He said it all, and it was definitely facts. But yeah, but yeah, but if I'm Ryan Clark and I had another opportunity to go back to ESPN, I wouldn't do it. Just the way that they treat him. The way they treat him was definitely disgusting. I mean, that's just me, you know. But let us know how you feel about Ryan Clark and and his departing ESPN, and his finally speaked out for the very first time. Um, Make sure you likes those like the and also comment down below. We want to hear everything that you got to say. Um, let's move on to another positive note. Yeah, I told you we was talking about football and we talking about training camp that's about to start. But one guy that's positive, that's is like a definitely positive today, is Patrick Mahomes. So this weekend, Patrick Mahomes got cleared to be in a training camp, and he's cleared. He's cool to participate with the team. And so, do you feel like that this is too soon? If he start week one, do you feel like it's too soon for him to come back, or you feel like that he's ready?
Nah, he's ready. Yeah, I think he's ready. I mean, the way that he's moving in practice, the way that he's moving, like no injury ever happened, is number one. Is crazy. It's only been 7 months, but it just shows you the strength. I mean, we've seen Patrick Mahomes do this though. After what was it, the ankle? He hurt his ankle real bad, and then he came back
Mhm.
and was playing on it, running on it like nothing ever happened. Patrick Mahomes is different. He's a different animal. I ain't gonna lie.
I got a different story to that. I don't agree with that one. That was kind of crazy, but go ahead. Yeah, I
Patrick
think he was.
Patrick Mahomes is different. Whether you
I,
you
yeah,
you agree or
I think
not,
I think he was taking some crazy drugs. But go ahead.
it don't matter if he took it or not. He still played. He still played on it. like nothing happened. Right now, he playing on it like nothing's happening. So I think he's ready. I think he's ready, and if he's not ready, they got a backup quarterback in Justin Fields over there. So I think either way they're gonna be ready, and it's not like they need Patrick Mahomes to be really moving and running around everywhere. They got Kenneth Walker now to take a toll off of him. They got the
Yeah, take that.
receivers. So I think Patrick Mahomes is good and he's gonna play first game of the season.
Uh, I ain't what you're saying. I think with Patrick Mahomes, first of all, congratulations to him to, him being cleared, and I know that was a really bad injury that he had, and a lot of people don't really come back from that. Um, for me, I think I got to see what's going on with him in training camp. Training camp is really going to make me see, okay, is he really ready? I've seen videos of him being ready and stuff like that, him jumping and stuff like that. But just because you've been jumping and stuff like that doesn't mean you're mentally ready to go back out in that field. And I got to see him in the uniform. I got to see him with how he's going to do well in contact, how he's going to will with the throwing. I feel like what has um this help him mentally or does it hurt him mentally? I don't know. Um,
You said
that's
what?
the
What helped
question.
hurt him?
No, whether it hurt him mentally or helped him mentally. While he was dealing with this injury and stuff like that, coming back to this, coming back to the season while he's cool and stuff. So I mean, like, um, I'm um I'm a little bit kind of concerned. Um, but I mean, because I mean, even though it's Patrick Mahomes, I mean, it can be Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, or Peyton Manning. It can be anybody. But you know, um, sometimes you don't come back the same, and so you know what I mean. You don't come back the same. Um, but I'm not saying that he won't come back the same. I'm just saying that I need to see how he's going to do in training camp. That's why I said that. Like that's kind of fall back to like my other question was in training camp, which teams do you have your eye on? And I think that's one of the teams that I have my eye on is definitely Patrick Mahomes and how he's going to deal with contact and how he is going to be cool when it comes to, getting back into that rhythm again and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he's not going to be, 100% on week one or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I just need to see more because the only we did saw was videos of him rehabbing. I never seen him see him
Oh,
posting a
they got
picture.
videos of him on the field in training camp.
Well, well, that's just him by himself.
But I'm saying, how many times does Patrick Mahomes actually get hit though? Because Patrick Mahomes is good with getting the ball out his hand.
I mean, yeah, though, but I'm just saying though, like, I mean,
I don't see because I don't think you realize
well,
how crazy coming back from an ACL tear in 7 months is. In 7 months, most people is not moving like that.
right.
So the fact that he's moving like that in 7 months is crazy, bro. And the season is not even it's not here. You still got at least another month before the first game.
Yeah, but I mean, like Greg was saying before, I think he really gonna get hit. It don't matter how much like random he doesn't get hit often, something like that. It only takes one hit. It only takes one hit, brother.
Yes, yes, but that works in both ways. It takes only one hit to either mess you up mentally or to get you back mentally. And Patrick Mahomes has already been through serious injuries and gotten hit and shown that mental toughness. So to me, it's not about mental toughness because Patrick Mahomes already shown that he's mentally tough.
No, no, I mean, he's showing you mentally tough dealing with the injury. Yeah, I ain't seen him mentally tough when it comes to a football game. Only
Bro, that,
after
that all
that.
plays that all plays a part. He's
Yeah, but that's
shown
what
it
I'm
in
saying. We
the
never seen it.
I just showed you an example when with the whole ankle. If he
That's
if he
that's
messed
so
his ankle, is not different, bro.
That nah, bro. That's between hurting the ankle and torn ACL. That's two different things.
No, brother. No, and when it comes to the mental, no, it is not.
Yeah, I tore mine in December, and I mean, yeah, I mean, but like I said before, though, I'm just saying, like, we just don't know. You know what I mean? He might be mentally tough right now, and he's probably sharp right now, what he doing like that. But he in the AFC. There's a lot of people in the AFC that got better. The team that got better, teams got better, teams got stronger. You know what I mean? And so,
What they
I'm
got to
not
do with
saying
him?
that, huh?
What they got to do with him?
They going to get him. He's talking about they going to get him.
Brother, no, because I think you disrespecting Patrick Mahomes right now. I
I'm
ain't gonna
not
lie.
disrespecting Patrick Mahomes. I'm not
You are,
disrespecting him.
bro. All right. Look, you low key, bro. Because I don't think you know the significance of coming back from an ACL tear in 7 months. Number one, ACL
I'm
tears
not
is not like
disrespecting
how it
him.
used to be back in the day. So, like my man Greg said, he tore his ACL when he was 22. The technology they improved to fix ACLs is way advanced. It's way more advanced than what it was
No,
when Greg tore his ACL. So people's coming back from ACL tears like it's nothing. Nowadays, people coming back from ACL tears like it's nothing. So you keep talking about this Patrick Mahomes getting hits, and it's only going to take one hit. Like one hit is going to mess him up. One hit is not going to mess him up. That's not how ACL tears work.
so I'm only 28, bro. I'm crying.
Still 6 years.
No, but
That's 6 years.
no, but I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure out how he's gonna deal with the contact. I mean, like I'm crying. I'm dealing with the contact because my saying like with the contact is like, is he going to embrace the contact? You know what I mean? Or he's gonna like dive away from it, wherever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I think Mahomes gonna be cool. I think he's gonna be straight. But that's what I'm saying. Those are the type of things that I'm looking for or want to see. Is when his first back of the season, can he be back to where he was before? Can he pick off where he came up before? Or is he gonna show a little bit of slippage?
I tell you now, he ain't showing no slippage.
I,
I tell you that right now, he's not going to show no slippage.
we'll wait till this. We'll say till September. But
Guaranteed. I guarantee it.
I mean, Carson Wentz showed a lot of slippage, and he got hurt. Nothing to do was never the
Patrick
same.
Mahomes is not Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I'm using him as an example because he's a quarterback.
No, well, that's a horrible example. You just compare Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks of all time, to Carson Wentz.
I compared. No, I didn't compare it. I said I
You
compared
did.
the injury. I compared the injury. I
You,
compared both of them
well,
in the
better.
injury. But it was
You
only one
compare both
person
of them.
that overcame it, and the other person didn't. That's what I'm saying.
You just compared them to Carson Wentz. I told you stop disrespecting you, but you better stop disrespecting
I
them.
did not. Yeah, yeah. I said, bro, you take anything and you flip it. Yeah, you be trying.
You you you
Yeah.
you you
All I
you
said was they
you just
both got
compare
hurt
Patrick
at the
Mahomes to
same
Carson
time.
Wentz.
They both got the
You
same type of injury, and the only difference is
uh,
between them two is that Carson never came back from it. He never came back from it because remember he had the MVP year, got hurt. Never the same after that. He
but
was
Carson Wentz,
terrible.
that's if you really want to talk about it, Carson Wentz was messed up after Nick Foles won the Super Bowl and he didn't. It was more than just the injury. It was multiple things that messed Carson Wentz up.
Yeah, but all right, cool. You can make that as an excuse or whatever the
No,
case may
no, no,
be.
no. I can't. No, that's the truth.
No, no, you
That's
can
the
make that
truth.
as an
They
excuse.
literally, they
No,
do you. Carson Wentz literally had an MVP season, and they built a statue of Nick Foles. Nobody talks about Carson Wentz season. Everybody will say that if Carson Wentz didn't get hurt, they believe that he would have won that Super Bowl. But everybody, you
I
can't guarantee
believe
that.
that too.
Everybody talks. No, Carson Wentz magical season gets overshadowed by Nick Foles' Super Bowl. Nick Foles is on with the statue, not Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz had to come back and fulfill the shoes of his backup.
He never did. All he had to do was
You're right.
just get another championship.
So that's why I said his was more than just an injury. His mental was messed up. Mentally, he was done. True, brother.
I don't know. I just and sometimes I mean, it could be just any injury, any injury. You can never, either you can still be cool or you can never be the same. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm pretty sure that Mahomes gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure that Mahomes gonna go out there and still do him. But like I said, I just want to see it firsthand. That's all. I wanted to make sure that he's fine. But let us know how you feel about Patrick Mahomes and him coming back.
Yeah, you did mention another topic. Let me, because you said that was one of your teams. Did you want to talk about that right now? Like teams you was looking
Oh,
forward to in training camp?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. That was one of the teams that I was looking forward to. But yeah, go ahead. I was gonna talk about Mendoza, but go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, because I don't care about the Chiefs in training camp. What I care
All right.
about right here, Mr.
That
Shador,
boy Duty talking a
Shador
whole lot of
Sanders.
trash about your boy Shador.
Yeah, he probably is. This is why I want to see. I want to see Shador versus Deshaun Watson. That's
Yeah.
what I want to look. That's what I'm looking forward to. Shador versus Watson, because
Right.
we haven't really heard too much about who's winning that battle. At one point I heard that Shador was winning. At another point I heard that Watson was winning. Now they saying Jerry Judy is basically saying that he wants Deshaun Watson to be the quarterback, but then Jerry Judy is going online saying that that's not true. So it's time for us to see who wins this battle once and for all.
It's a whole lot of Cleveland quarterback drama right now in the city of Cleveland in the state of Ohio, and they don't know which way to turn. They don't know
Yeah,
which way to turn. That's the bottom line. They don't know which way to turn. I mean, you probably personally, in training camp, that's what your eye is on, but it's not my eye on them because they're not serious contenders. The one team that's,
yeah.
huh? What? Oh, you was agreeing with me?
Man, well, no, I was gonna say, well, you have your eye on Patrick Mahomes ain't too much better, brother,
I
because the
said,
man's coming back. The man's coming
all
back.
right.
So go ahead and
I
continue.
said my eyes was on him after he come back from his injury. I want to see how he was doing. That was what I had
He
my
already
eyes
came back.
on. All right. And so, like he
Yeah.
said, Judy haven't got his best season neither. Yeah, absolutely. He just talking. Yeah, D. Harris, bro. He just talking right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I told you, I ain't concerned about no team that ain't gonna reach the playoffs. You know what I mean? They just haven't. You know what I call the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns. You know what I call them?
Nah, what you call him?
Real City Housewives of Atlanta. Nothing but drama. Nothing but nothing. They ain't going nowhere. They housewives. You feel me? He says as a reminder, the Rams are coming. Man, get out of here. Yeah, yeah,
The Rams are coming. I ain't gonna lie.
the Rams are coming, but that's not what I got my eye on. My eye on is this team right here, and I'm gonna say it again. And this man is the lead in charge. This is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all odds is on Jalen Hurts. All eyes is on Jalen Hurts after AJ Brown disappeared and left. You know what I mean? Um, how he's going to respond? and stuff like that. I want to see how he's going to do with the offensive new offensive system, how he's going to thrive in it. I want to see how he's going to take that next step in his career and be a better quarterback, and take his game to another level. You talking about here we go? No, it's the truth because all eyes is on him. It's the truth.
Nah, well, brother, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You're gonna be disappointed.
Say what? Say
You're
what?
gonna be disappointed, brother.
Say
You're gonna
what?
be, bro. Jalen Hurts has never had a good training camp, and it's not because he's not gonna be good, but he's going against our starting defense, bro. Our starting defense is gonna strap him every single week, every single day.
Yeah, this man is
It happens every
this
year,
man.
whether Jalen Hurts has a good year or not. The defense always wins every single year.
Okay. So,
I'm telling you now. So
what
I'm
you
I'm
trying to
telling
say?
you. No, I'm telling you. So when you see the numbers saying that his numbers is not as high, don't be sad. Don't take that for what it is. Because I'm telling you now that his numbers is
No,
not
his
going to
numbers
be
have to be.
crazy.
No, his numbers have to be high. No, it has to be high.
I'm telling you now. So I'm
No, it
telling you
has to
now, it
be
won't
high.
be high.
There's no choice. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It has to be high, brother. It has to be
I'm telling
high.
you now, but I'm telling you now, it won't be.
It has to be high. Like the only probably concern, like defense. Yeah, I'm probably kind of concerned with him is probably what the Rams defense. Well, other than that, no.
So no, but training camp. We're not talking about other teams. We're talking about he's going against the Eagles defense.
Right.
What would you? So if you, what would you rank the Eagles defense in the NFL right now?
Top three
What would you rank the Eagles offense?
now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't rank them now because they ain't played with they ain't played yet.
Not top three though, right?
I can't say that because they ain't played yet.
Not you can say they not top three.
I
You
can't
know they
say
not
that.
top three.
I
Come on,
can't say that
you
because
know
they
you
ain't
know
played
they not
yet.
top three. So do you really think that Jalen Hurts is getting ready to pick apart this Eagles defense?
With what's his name? Shan man, what's his fucking name? Oh, my bad. What's his name?
Hmm. Exactly my point,
Um
brother. You can't even think of his name.
Manning.
I bet you can
With
say the
Manning
defensive coordinator.
With Manning, huh?
I said you can't even say the offensive coordinator name, but I guarantee you can say the
Sean
defensive
Mannion.
coordinator name.
Sean
Come
Mannion.
on now. You know that the defense is going to cook the offense.
It's not about the defense because I already know the defense is going to do their job. I'm concerned about what Jalen Hurts is going to do his job. Is he's going
How
to
Jalen Hurts going to do his
I need
job
to
if the
see
defense?
different. I need that, and when I'm talking about because they got a brand new playbook. It's a brand new offensive scheme, and so I need to see if Jalen is going to thrive from that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll put the stats up from the first training camp. I'll put Jalen Hurts stats up.
Go ahead.
We we
We're
we
going to
could, we could
start
put his
tomorrow,
stats up
right?
every we could put his stats up every single day.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
Okay.
That's what I said. I'm looking towards him because he needs to strive. He needs to be better. This all eyes is on Jalen Hurts because this is literally a most important season for him. That's why I said with a new offensive coordinator that he got, even though that he's facing a defense that's a really phenomenal a great defense, a top three defense. He needs to show improvement. He needs to show elevation. He needs to show improvement that he has been working on his game and that he's you know doing what he got to do to win. Period. You know what I mean?
Nah, I
And
understand. I
he
understand
got the
that.
weapons.
I understand that. But my whole point is during training camp, he's going against the Eagles defense, and the Eagles defense is a top defense that is going to get put pressure on him
That's
and
what I'm
all
saying. I
those
want to see how
receivers.
he's gonna. That's what I say. I want to see how he handles it. That's what I'm saying to
And I
you.
think well, not think. I know the defense is gonna win.
Well,
I know it.
well, you said you said that. Well, you said something that was very interesting. You said that that every time in training camp, I think like the past, since Big Fangio, because Big Fangio been there for what 3 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the time that Vic Fangio came, you said that every single time in training camp he's been getting cooked, right?
Yes.
He's been getting cooked. Okay. Um, he's been getting cooked in training camp. Then why? Then why? Is he keep winning when it comes to playing games?
Because he getting cooked in training camp. You know, when you going against an elite defense and you keep getting cooked every single day. Once you get to the real game against people that's less competitive than your own defense, it becomes very easy.
Well,
Which is why I
of
said
course.
you said
Well, of
you're
course.
looking forward to the training camp. I said Jalen Hurts is going
Yeah,
to have a good
I'm
season.
looking for how he's going to improve. I said I'm looking for how he's going to improve in this training camp. Like I
No,
want to
no,
see new
I
stuff.
understand that.
I want to see new stuff like him under center and stuff like that. Something new, not the same bullcrap we've seen for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I want to see
No,
something
I
new.
understand what you're saying, but Smitty running a route against Quinion versus any other corner is going to look different. And that goes for any position.
Yo, Carlos is drawing, yo. The disrespect is crazy. The disrespect is crazy.
I mean, I do agree that we are winning because of the defense.
But I
We are
mean,
that is a fact.
but the thing about it is like when you look at when you say that that Eagles is a good is an elite defense, right? So who's higher than the defense? Like higher than Philadelphia's defense in your opinion in the NFL? Well,
In my opinion,
name your top defense and higher than the Eagles, or not higher, or just or say better, or something like that,
right now I think
or up there with the Eagles, or up there with the Eagles. Don't matter.
the Rams. I
Rams.
think that the
Jalen
Rams
Hurts beat them three
is
times.
not with Miles Garrett. That Miles Garrett changes the
We'll see
whole
about
Rams
that.
defense.
We'll see
That
about that.
changes the whole that changed the whole Rams defense. Like
Uh,
Houston defense is nasty.
we beat
In
Houston.
Denver.
Well, we beat Houston. He didn't beat Denver, but he didn't beat Denver. But he's about to, but he didn't beat them. But yeah, in Denver, New England, they ain't faced them yet. Uh,
And you said he beat Houston.
yeah, he did.
What was the score of the game?
I know it was a low scoring game.
Yeah, cause don't say he beat Houston if it was low scoring.
Yeah, man, he still beat them. Like it don't matter
No,
whether it was a
no,
low
no,
score or
brother.
not.
A low scoring game is a defensive game. He didn't beat him.
Yeah, he beat them. It don't matter. A win is a win.
Oh no, one is not for him. I keep telling you about this, trying to make wins a QB stat. That's not a QB stat if you
Oh
don't
my
have a
bad.
high scoring game. If
It
you
was 29-17. So I mean, I
okay,
was kind of yeah.
what was his stats?
The
Say
stats.
yeah, go keep going. Don't just say tell me your stats,
Hold up, brother. Give me a second. Hold up.
uh, brother.
This was 2022. So this was about 4 years ago.
You talking about 22?
Yeah.
I thought we was talking about last year.
He ain't played Houston last year.
So then why you talking about why we talking about 22? 22 defense. I'm not talking about Houston 2022 defense.
The defense was tough though back in the day. Back in that
No, but
time.
Will Anderson wasn't even on the team in 2022.
That was Hurts.
I know. I'm talking about Houston defense though.
Yeah, 2 touchdown passes.
Yeah, this man told
200,
me 2022. I'm thinking
239
he talking
yards.
about something recent.
239
2022, not
yards.
even recent.
He said we were asking. No, y'all wasn't. Y'all was not. Y'all was not trash in 2022, bro.
That was 4 years ago.
So okay. So how do you define this season with the Eagles? Do you feel like they're generally going to improve?
Yes, I do think the Eagles is going to improve. But this all came from you saying that you're looking forward to training camp. You want to look forward to Jalen Hurts in training camp. All
Yeah.
I'm saying is the defense is going to beat the Eagles' offense in training camp the whole time. So everything you're looking forward to, you're not going to really get nothing out of it. You're not going to get nothing out of training camp. You're going to get the most out of either the joint practices with the other teams or the regular season. But when it comes to regular training camp, you're not going to get nothing out of it because the Eagles' defense is going to strip. They're going to strip everything.
Well, I mean, my thing is like this. I want to see something interesting because even though that you said they're going to be strapping everything, it's going to be a new system, a new scheme, and so I wanted to be competitive. I want to see this competitive. I don't want Jalen Hurts to be smoked because if he does get smoked and he has a brand new system and brand new ideas and stuff like that, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be a really, really bad season, and I'm keeping a whole being with you.
But you're doing that against an elite defense. Like I can understand if our defense was average, then I'd be like, okay, yeah. But the defense is not average.
You can be,
It's
I
so
mean, I
many things
understand
you
all
gotta
that,
can.
but the way that they talk about Shannon and Sean Mannion, about him being an offensive mind and all that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were saying, right? So if he's the offensive mind and he know how to get things like different things and know how to switch shape things differently and do different schemes and do Southern type stuff, I need to see that. I need to see that,
Sean Mannion is
and
also a
it
first year
has to be.
coach.
Yeah, he's a first year coach, but that doesn't stop for what people were saying about him.
What is Vic Fangio?
I want to see competitiveness. I want to see Vic Shannon. I mean, Sean going at it in the playbook.
Well, I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna happen. So you gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. Then unfortunately, it's not going to be
Yeah,
a good year. I'm keeping the whole being with you. I'm keeping the whole
yeah.
being with you. I'm keeping the whole being with you because
It's gonna be a big year. It's gonna be a big year.
no, it's not.
But if you're expecting for
If
Jalen
they do
Hurts to
scrap
go off in
every
training camp,
single
it's not
thing,
gonna happen.
no, no, it's not going to be a big year because if they it's going to because if the defense going to strap every single goddamn thing, they're basically saying that they're predictable. That's basically what you're saying.
Yes, but you realize you are predictable
Ain't
when you're going
nobody,
against your own team. Yes,
huh?
on your own team, you are predictable, brother.
But my
That's
thing
why I
is like
said
this:
you're not gonna,
you shouldn't be predictable if you got a brand new offensive scheme. That's what I'm saying to you.
bro. But they've been already practicing. They already seen the offense. You
Not
do
really.
realize, like, oh yes, bro. Do you not realize, bro? In practices, bro, they tell the coaches communicate what looks they want to have. So Sean Mannion might tell Vic Fangio to run a certain defense. They just so the C get different looks and all that. So more than likely they're gonna do that. But the defense is still better than the offense. At the end of the day, no matter how you look
I
at it.
mean, that's cool. I mean, I ain't making that argument. I ain't making that argument. I mean, yeah, they are the best. They're the best. But what I'm saying to you is that if Sean Mannion is nice, what everybody claims he is, then it should be a nice, good battle in training camp. Period. There's no
I
reason why
can't
Jalen
say
should
that.
be getting cooked every single play.
No, it is a reason. You know, to thus far, bro, the most you haven't heard nothing about offensive players making a standout. I've heard about Tariq Woolen being a standout
That's
player though.
sad. That's a red
I've
flag.
heard about that.
That's a
I've
red
heard, yeah,
flag.
no, it's not. It's
Do
not.
you think that's a
It's not a red flag. It's not a red
yeah,
flag.
see, boy.
The most you heard about the offense is they're in the best mental space since AJ Brown left, and they're taking trips and training together.
That's all I heard.
The offense is.
I
I think
never
the offense is
seen.
going to be good. Is the O line good? I think the O line is good, but then you got to also consider that the D line, this D line that we have now, is coming as well. You got Nolan Smith who's coming to get a contract. You got Jalen Carter that's coming to get a contract. So the defense has more to prove than the offense right now. As far as like, I mean, I'm talking about personally, not talking about as a team, as a
If you
unit. The
talking about
offense
like
has to prove
individual
more.
players, then yeah, I agree with you on that. But if you
Yeah,
talking
yeah, I'm
about in
talking about
general,
individually.
like
As a unit, the offense needs to play way better than what the defense is showing because the defense has clearly been better than the offense. But the offense needs to step
right,
up. But individually, you got people that's on contracts like Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. You got people that we just got like Jonathan Grenard. He's getting ready to come and ball out. Um, you got Jahad Campbell. If Jahad Campbell is practicing, he's gonna come to prove himself. Tariq Ruling, he got to prove himself. Cooper DeJean, he's going to a different position. So it's like when you go in offense versus defense, that defense is going to beat that offense. So that's yes. Like brother Dennis said, they play each other all the time, so they're going to be predictable. No matter what you say about the offensive mind, they're going to be predictable either way because they go against each other every single day.
well, I'm just saying like to you, like you just claim like the Rams are up there with the Eagles and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It should be a concern.
I s- I said I said the Eagles.
Like
I said the Rams defense is up there, but when I talk about the
yeah.
Rams, I'm more so focused on that defensive line. Not the corners though. Their best corner is Emmanuel Forbes. Devontae Smith has cooked him. But I'm saying the routes that Devontae Smith will run on Emmanuel Forbes is going to look way different than him running the same route on Quinyon Mitchell.
But I guarantee you that Emil Emil will not will not stick Devontae Smith. It's gonna be Trent McDuffie.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I forgot. All right, well Trent McDuffie.
It's gonna be Trent McDuffie. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah. So that's what I'm
But
saying.
I'm saying it's going to look different though. It's not going to look the same. It's a difference between when something's predictable and something's unpredictable. That's why I said you can't just go off with training camp because training camp, Jalen Hurts might not put up the numbers in training camp, but in the regular season, I think he will. So that's why I said you can't just go everything based off training camp because I don't want you to be like, dang, Jalen Hurts not putting up the numbers in training camp, so he's going to be bad this year because I don't think that's true.
I just want to see something different. That's all I do. I just want to see something different. I just want to see something different. That's all. I just want to see some different stuff. If this is a different guy, this is a different offensive coordinator, and he's bringing something different. He's bringing some type of different type of scheme. I want to see something different. I want to see some trick plays. I want to see Saquon Barkley getting back in the backfield and him throwing bubble passes and stuff like that, and having Hollywood Brown doing the same thing and having different type of stuff. I want to see design plays and creativity. I want to see creativity,
Mm.
brother. Creativity from this offense. I want to see a lot of
You will,
creativity
brother. You will in the preseason.
in the preseason. I'm crying.
You'll see
Why
all
not the
that.
season? Why not the season?
No, no, I'm saying in the season too, but not in training camp. You're not gonna see none of that in training camp.
He said Jalen is the problem. So that's why I said I just want to see creativity. That's why I said that's why what I mean about Jalen Hurts. I want to see Jalen. Um, well, I just want to see Jalen. Learn in a different type of system, in a way that he don't be predictable. That offense don't be predictable when they go into the season and they face different teams and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And face all them teams stuff like that. I don't want them. I want Jalen to be a totally different quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So he said it's a new system, man. Be patient, damn it. I can't wait.
Nah, for real though.
He said we understood your expectations. Yeah,
Take,
that's the expectation I want. I just want to see something different. That's all. He said an unreasonable Eagles fan. Not unreasonable, bro. We just wanted we've been seeing the same stuff for the past 3 years. We would need something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But all right, I'll be patient, people. I'll be patient. I'll wait. I'll wait. We got a month, so I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's kind of like what I'm looking forward to. But like different plays and stuff like that. Even if he gets like trash, not trash, but get cooked doing the defense in the training camp. I want to see something that'd be like, okay, oh wow, I never seen them do that before. I want to see that. You know what I mean? Like I want to look at it like, oh crap, that came from. Feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? So like he's scared already. Oh Lord, I can't wait till the Eagles beat the Rams. That's what I just can't wait. And we're gonna put Carlos on the show on that day. Okay. Let's just mark that
yeah.
calendar right there. We're gonna put Carlos on that day. When they win that game, I want Carlos to get on that show. Please, Charles, you get on the show. Please. You gonna be on the Sunday. You gonna be on the Sunday late show with us. But yeah, though, he said his expectations are that it is that high. It is that high. He's talking
Yeah.
about his
Rams
expectation
are
is
going to
not
the
that
Super
high.
Bowl.
It is that high. You're a Super Bowl champion. You're a Super Bowl quarterback. Your expectations are is always gonna be that high. You're in a win now situation. It's always gonna be high. Period. You know what I mean? But let us know how you feel about which teams do you feel like that you got your eyes on training camp. I know the that, uh, I know Greg said Carolina and Bryce Young and stuff like that. And so yeah, that could be another team that we can keep our eye on training camp and everything like that. Um,
Yeah. No, I would have said the
oh,
Eagles,
you've been
but I
doing.
wouldn't have said Jalen Hurts. I would have
What do you say?
I
The
would have said
offense?
no, I would have said Makai Lemon because we haven't seen him do anything. So I more so want to see him than
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
all right, yeah, I agree with that. You're right. We haven't seen
Yeah.
anything from Makai Leonard. I do want to see some
Yeah.
stuff with him. Yeah, I definitely want to see some stuff. To see, because I do believe he's the real deal. I believe he's the real deal. You know what I mean? We just got to see him and stuff like that. And the fact that Deshaun Jackson gave Makai Lemon high praises, which tell me that he's something. So Deshaun see
Hmm.
talent when he see it. So
I
so
think
like
another person that I think another other person that will always be linked to that you gotta always be able to watch is AJ Brown. I mean, I've already seen the clip of him going against Christian Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm. He been struggling a little
So
bit.
I'll be yeah.
I mean, from what I seen a couple
So
clips,
Commanders.
he said he want to
Yeah,
see Devontae Smith finally be a leader. I believe it's gonna happen.
no, not. Don't believe it's gonna happen. It's already happening. It's already his time to be a leader. So yeah, that's the truth, brother. It's his time. He's the number one receiver in his locker room. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I'm talking about like the word like the wide receiver room and stuff like that. When when they're down or something like that, and need them to wake up. Yeah, Smith is the guy that say yo, come on, get your head in the game. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna go that far. Man. I hope you don't think that it opened it up for the Commanders. I hope not that.
Yeah, he was releasing AJ Brown, done opening up for the division. Oh Lord,
Yeah, I gotta hear that.
nah, I don't
I
think
hope
so.
you don't see the
I don't think
Commanders
that at all.
because the Commanders it ain't opening it up for the Commanders. Y'all still got a lot to
Yeah,
prove.
you don't see the title. You don't see the title says certified commanders.
No, no, I see what it says, but I want him to be realistic with himself too, or herself,
uh,
himself.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited to see AJ Brown and the Eagles in the joint practice. Ain't that coming pretty soon?
You said who?
The joint practice between AJ Brown and the Patriots and the Eagles. What's happening like August 12th
That's
or something like that?
probably that's when it is. August 12th.
I think August 6th, one of the days. I think it's one of
It's
them. One of them.
whatever week we played them for the preseason game.
That's probably the 6th because I think they play the ninth against them. They play the ninth against
So then
them.
yeah,
Either the ninth. Yeah, yeah. I think either the ninth. And then on top of all that, Cooper DeJean said he's excited to go and compete against AJ Brown, ready to strap him up. So
yeah. I mean they all are. I
yeah,
mean between yeah, no, all of them. But crazy thing is,
what you talking
I
about?
got reports saying that AJ Brown is not even the receiver that's like turning heads. It's the other boy, the boy that wanted to get traded.
Dobbs?
No, not Dubs. I think his name
Um, um, Bone, Bonetta or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. The one that
Boney
started
or
with a
something
K. I
like
can't
that's his
think of his
name,
name.
right? You said he.
Yeah,
What do you mean like turning stuff? Like he doesn't want
like
to be
he
there?
been snapping. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Certified Commanders.
oh,
Yeah, he been snapping. That's what I've been hearing.
oh. So it hasn't really been AJ Brown.
Nah,
I mean, we the
it's
new
been him.
year. I mean, we a new team getting his feet wet and stuff like that. But
Yeah, Keyshawn. That's what I'm saying. So the fact that it's not AJ, that makes it even scarier because Keyshawn he's showing that he's a guy, and that means they probably won't trade him.
even though he wanted to leave, though, he did want to leave, right?
Like he wanted to leave, but the main reason he wanted to leave is because I think he thought that he wasn't gonna get the ball that much.
Hmm.
Because you bring in AJ,
Oh,
you bring in
AJ
Romeo
Brown, right?
Dobbs, and then you still have the boy Demario
Yeah.
Douglas, and
I
he's good
mean,
too. So
one can argue that that I mean, the feeling might be still the same because at the end of the day, it's still training camp. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's not like when you go and play against in the game. I mean, when you get in the game, AJ gonna be the number one target all the way, and then it's supposed to be Romeo Dobbs at the second one. So to be honest with you, Keyshawn should be the third,
now
huh?
Romeo Dobbs will not be the second.
I say he should be.
No, he shouldn't be.
I mean that's
You
the
realize
way they kind of designed
Keyshawn
it.
was the number one. Keyshawn was the number one receiver last year.
Why did they got Dobbs then? And they get him all
To
that
make
money
them
because he was
help
supposed
out.
to be either the one or the two. That's what I'm saying. If you paying
They
him
gave him
Dobbs
that
all
money
that
to
money,
help. They want to help. I told you because they're a passing offense. Their whole point is to help Drake May up. That's
I
what you do.
mean,
It's,
I mean,
you want to win. It's the same thing as when we had AJ and Smitty and we got Jahan Dotson.
if we ain't pay John Dotson uh $65 million,
Uh,
I'm just saying.
nah, Mike Vrabel definitely did slip past on allegations. I ain't hear nothing else ever since. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, right. That girl, they like, yeah, that's old news. Like,
They was
that's definitely
investigating. I
good old
never heard
news.
nothing else.
No, for real. That's like know it's over. But yeah, let us know how you feel about which team do you feel like that you got your eyes on this training camp, or not even just this training camp, but this season in general. You know, we quickly approaching the season, and we want y'all to tune in because we're going to be on NFL all the time, giving you everything they need to know. Training camp for the Eagles starts tomorrow. Um, some teams already started today. Some teams already started on Sunday. But yeah, we're gonna give you everything that we need to know. Give you the highlight reels of what's been going on in trade and all around the NFL teams. What's been the highlight reel? What has been the main attraction for the training camp and going into the preseason and going into the season. So football is officially back, y'all. Football is officially back, and we on it. And let us know how you feel about it. Let us know what your team is and what you're looking forward to, what you want to see, um, and what is your expectation coming in um, to this upcoming season that's coming up uh, less than like 5 weeks from now, 5 6 weeks from now. So yeah, that being said, that's the show today, y'all. I know
Yeah.
Wednesday we had one topic to discuss, but we're gonna wait till for that Wednesday. We're gonna talk about Mendoza and his new contract deal, rookie deal, and what is the expectation for him as he stepped into the role as the number one overall quarterback in the draft. We're gonna talk about more about him on Wednesday episode. Um, but yeah, that's all for today, y'all. That's all for today and for the topics for the discussion today. Anything you want to say, Sean, before we head on out?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. We appreciate everybody that was commenting. Hey, certified commanders, I hope you subscribe because I want to see you back. I want to talk to you about the commanders
Uh,
once the season starts. So,
we're gonna
other
have you
than that,
live, brother. We're gonna have you live. Like, we should have him live on the first game of the season or something like that.
yeah, maybe. Hey, if certified
Maybe,
commanders
yeah,
want to come up, he can come up.
absolutely, absolutely,
But yeah, other than that, it was a good conversation, good talks. See everybody back on Wednesday.
for sure, for sure, y'all. Yeah, you already know. Um, yeah, yeah, Brian, yeah, yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
Greg. I mean, he probably gonna be playing point forward. Like
I thought he was gonna
he
play
gonna be
small
still
forward
playing power forward. No, he gonna play power forward, but he gonna be bringing the ball up.
facilitating all that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
And I know
but
my
yeah,
Tyrese is not gonna have no problem with that. So
My man Tyrese only was concerned about one thing, and that's winning. And he don't care what it looks like. And yeah, but yeah, that being said, y'all, we appreciate all y'all that came on. We'll see y'all Wednesday, same place, same time. This is What's the Word Sports Podcast. It's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel. And share it as well. Take it easy. Enjoy y'all day. Be safe out there. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Peace.
That's